Set up a cell for Sokolov in the old kennel. Shackles and everything. It'll be a shock, him waking up in the straw and old dog poop. But from what I hear, he's woken up worse places. Guess we all have at that.
Well done, Corporal. Well done. I doubt a dozen soldiers could have done it better. Sokolov's knowledge will enable us to strike at the Lord Regent directly, and ultimately help you get your life back. Soon, we won't have to hide and shut. The royal physician is brilliant, but he was a fool to protect the Lord Regent. Sokolov gave us the elixir, the war machines. He could have made us a great nation. Now he pays the price for siding with the tyrant. You have my thanks, sir. If you wish to get some sleep, now is a good time.
Attention citizens. This evening, the streets adjacent to Pendleton Manor will be closed for a private ceremony following the tragic loss of two of our city's best and brightest, the Lords Custis and Morgan Pendleton. All holdings and parliamentary votes now to Lord Trevor Pendleton, who asks for respect during this time of mourning.
La di da di da di da, la di da di da, la da di da di da 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 la.
Normally, I'm a natural philosopher, but today, consider me a humble craftsman here to serve. Normally, I'm a natural philosopher, but today, consider me a humble craftsman here to serve. I'm working on a new arc pylon. It will perform absolutely stunning acts of destruction, I expect.
This should not be possible.
Corvo? Can I tell you something? I have a secret retreat nearby that may come in handy if the city watch ever kicks in the doors. It's an abandoned apartment across the street from the bar. I don't think anyone else here knows about it, but I'm guessing I can trust you. The key is stashed under my bunk upstairs. If there's ever trouble, you can go there for safety. I know I will.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. You are required to boil any water from public fountains or the river. Anyone who has consumed untreated water must be reported to the Watch.
Please be as quiet as you can. It took forever for Emily to fall asleep. Poor dear. It's okay, Emily, I'm here. She seems happier when you're here. Though I know you have important things to do. Out there, in the city.
hardly any need to work on table etiquette. She knows it all, even if she chooses not to employ it. She'd rather hold her spoon by the wrong end and pretend. Then suddenly she changes and she's all manners, asking for a tea. I tried to oblige her, but I have little to work with. No proper plates.
Please,
instead of a cloth
please leave
napkin,
a candle for me.
ale
It's dark in here and I can't see my mother.
I've asked
just
for
want a
things
candle.
befitting her.
Corvo, wake up! You were making funny faces while you were sleeping. I decided to nap here in your room while Callista was taking her bath. She told me if there's ever trouble, I should always run here. Callista will come get me when she's done with her bath. Thanks, Corvo. It makes me feel better.
Royal physician. I believe Corvo knew each other in former days. Unlike you, our friend Corvo knows what loyalty means.
You're part of this rabble, but I know you have your reasons.
Yes, he does. All we need is the name of the Lord Regent's mistress. It's very simple.
I elect not to tell you. You will have to force the words from me, and I warn you, my willpower is quite legendary.
Curious strategy.
Of which I approve. I could use a drink. Not the swill to be found here, but the fine spirits.
Attention Dunwall citizens. The Ascendancy Circle has chosen without delay.
I know it looks... I was inventing a new kind of lock. The tumblers shaped like snowflakes. Okay. The truth is, there is no snowflake lock. I was just, you know, looking through the lock. I couldn't bear it if she knew. I know you're a man of honor, and I also know that you can kill me at any time. And for both of these reasons, I apologize and beg for your discretion.
Can't you see I'm about to bathe? Corvo, Under other circumstances, I assure you I might welcome your advances. But rats, plague, and tyranny have a way of killing the mood.
Evacuated areas is a serious offense and will be summarily punished by officers of the Watch. Display your pride in Dunwall by respecting the property and rights of others in these trying times and preserving the timeless...
It's well known that Sokolov is virtually addicted to a rare liquor called King Street Brandy. The taste is revolting, but I happen to have a bottle. However, I am reluctant to give it to you for Sokolov. It cost me quite a lot. It is very expensive stuff, a blend of rare Pendician spices and a drop of whale oil. Would you care to purchase it?
I had a flask in my studio that I'd known I'd be leaving. King Street Brandy? I didn't know any more existed. It is an extraordinary gift. I see I'm dealing with men of taste. I can tell you this much. She was always referred to as Lady Boyle. I painted her to be sure, but I never saw her face or learned her first name. You see, I painted her from behind. I assure you, she still makes a striking portrait. But I do not know which Boyle she is. It was to be introduced at that party, it seems.
A masked ball at the Boyle estate. Tonight, the timing is perfect, Corvo. But the Boyles are wealthy and ruthless, so security will be very tight.
Of course, you already have a mask, don't you, Corvo?
He's right. You will be able to mingle with them once you're on the grounds. You'll have to find out which of the Boyle women is connected to the Lord Regent and take her out in whatever way you can devise. We're very close now. If you do this tonight, you'll be able to strike at the Lord Regent himself and put Emily on the throne. May the wind favor you.
I hear you're off to the Boyles' little bash tonight. I have just a tiny favor I'd like to ask you. Could you give this note to Lord Shaw?
So, you've already pried into the mind of the great Sokolov.
Anyone who
I must admit,
untreated water must be reported to the Watch.
I wonder if royalties could be turned in our favor.
Have you ever been in a sea battle?
Of course.
Did you ever see pirates? And did you sink me?
Of course.
But I will be Empress, won't I? And then I'll have to sink lots of enemy ships myself. And that's what Empresses do mostly, isn't it?
Of course.
I knew it! I read that some pirate ships have witches aboard that can cause storms and make whales do what they want. Is that true?
Yes. Mostly. Maybe we should be quiet.
Very well.
Attention Dunwall citizens. Anyone with information leading to the location and return of the royal physician is required to speak to the City Watch at once.
This can't happen. Stop it.
I can't believe this. When I took this job, they told me I'd work with good men. Ugh, I feel dirtier than when I started. If you don't mind, obviously I'd like to be alone in here.
Consider seeing Piero before we set sail to the grand ball. Maybe need some potions.
I understand your decision to tell Callista. Far be it from me to criticize a man of your well-known capacities. I understand your decision to tell Callista. Far be it from me to criticize a man of your well-known capacities.
Say what you will, the royal physician knows his wine.
Royal costume ball, huh? Well, that'll be fun, but not for everybody. You ready?